What if I told you? The greatest empire in human history, the one that dominated the world for centuries, the one that called itself invincible, was repeatedly humiliated, not by barbarians, not by rebels, by a single empire, a rival so powerful that even Rome feared its name. This was not just a war. This was a war of pride, a war of revenge, a war that lasted for generations. And the enemy, the Persian Empire, before the world was divided, before nations existed, two superpowers emerged. In the West, Rome. In the East, Persia. Rome was built on discipline, iron legions, perfect strategy, unbreakable formation. Persia was different, ancient, rich, mysterious, and deadly. They didn't fight like Rome. They fought smarter. While Rome expanded across Europe, Persia controlled the East, from Mesopotamia to Iran, from Syria to Central Asia. And eventually, these two titans collided. The first true rival of Rome was not the later Persian Empire. It was the Parthian Empire, and the man who challenged them, Marcus Licinius Crassus, one of the richest men in Rome. He wanted glory. He wanted power. So he did the unthinkable. He invaded Parthia. Big mistake. Crassus marched with around 40,000 Roman soldiers, confident, arrogant. But waiting for him was a Persian general named Serena. And what happened next shocked the entire world. The Romans faced something they had never seen before. Horse archers fast, silent, deadly. The Parthians didn't charge. They didn't clash. They surrounded. They attacked from distance. Wave after wave of arrows. The Romans couldn't fight back. They were trapped, destroyed, massacred. Crassus killed his army, wiped out. This was one of the worst defeats in Roman history, and it was just the beginning. After Karha, Rome wanted revenge, and they tried, and again, but Persia was always ready. Between Rome and Persian empires, Parthian, Sasanian, more than 20 major wars, hundreds of battles, over 600 years of conflict. Yes, 600 years. This was not a war. This was a rivalry that defined history. Rome was strong, but Persia was smart. Here's why they were so deadly. They could shoot while riding at full speed. Romans, heavy infantry, slow, predictable. Persians didn't fight fair. They attacked, then disappeared. Romans couldn't catch them. Deserts, mountains. Persia fought on their land. Rome was always the invader. They broke Roman confidence. After Caro, fear started growing. Rome was not weak. They learned. They came back stronger. He did what no Roman had done before. He invaded deep into Persia, captured major cities, even took the Persian capital, Ctesiphon. For a moment, it looked like Rome had won, but they could not hold it. Rebellion started, supply lines broke, and Rome was forced to retreat. Then came a new Persian power, the Sasanian Empire, stronger, more aggressive, more dangerous. And this time, they were not just defending, they attacked Rome directly. Year 260 AD, Roman Emperor Valerian marched against Persia. Powerful, but he faced King Shapur, and what happened next was unthinkable. Valerian was defeated, captured. Yes, a Roman emperor captured alive. This had never happened before. According to stories, he was used as a footstool by the Persian king. Rome was humiliated completely. How many times did Persia defeat Rome? The answer: not just once, not just twice, but repeatedly. The Battle of Karha, 53 BC, a multiple Parthian counterattacks, capture of Emperor Valerian, 2260 AD, several Eastern campaign failures. Rome won battles too, but Persia never fully lost. That's the difference. Here's the truth nobody talks about. Neither side truly won. Rome couldn't destroy Persia. Persia couldn't destroy Rome. They fought for centuries, and in the end, they both became weak. After 600 years of war, both empires were exhausted, broken, drained, and then a new force emerged from the Arabian Peninsula. Fast, united, relentless, and within a few decades both Rome and Persia lost massive territories. The real winner was not Rome, was not Persia, but the power that came after them. So the next time someone says Rome was invincible, remember this: there was an empire That matched Rome blow for blow. That defeated it, humiliated it, challenged it for centuries. That empire was Persia. And without this rivalry, history would have been very different. But what if I told you the fall of these two empires was not an accident? It was inevitable. What if I told you Rome and Persia did not just fight? They destroyed each other slowly, painfully, war after war, until both empires were left weak, broken, and vulnerable. This is the part of the story where even victory started to feel like defeat. By now, this was no longer about land, no longer about power. This was about pride. Every Roman emperor wanted one thing: to defeat Persia, to erase the shame of Kara, to avenge Valerian, and every Persian king wanted the same: to crush Rome once and for all. This was not strategy anymore. This was obsession. Then came a king, one of the most dangerous rulers Persia ever had. Khosrow I, smart, ruthless, strategic. He rebuilt Persia's power, strengthened the army, and then he turned toward Rome. Persian armies began attacking Roman territories relentlessly. Syria, Armenia, Mesopotamia, cities burned, fortresses fell. Roman borders started cracking. Rome was no longer invincible. Rome refused to fall. They fought back hard, emperor after emperor, campaign after campaign. But every victory came with a price: heavy losses, economic damage, exhausted soldiers. Rome was winning battles, but losing strength. Then came the most brutal war of them all, the last great war between Rome and Persia, and this one changed everything. A Roman emperor was overthrown, chaos began, and Persia saw an opportunity. King Khosrow launched a massive invasion. Persian armies crushed Roman defenses. They captured Syria, Egypt, Jerusalem. Yes, Jerusalem fell. One of the most important cities in the world. Rome was on the brink of collapse. At this point, Rome was almost finished. Losing territory, losing money, losing hope. It looked like Persia would finally win. For the first time in history, Rome was not just losing, it was dying. But then a man rose, Emperor Heraclius, and he did something no one expected. Instead of defending, he attacked. Heraclius took a risk, a huge risk. He marched deep into Persian territory, through mountains, through harsh lands, straight toward the heart of Persia. Battle after battle, Rome started winning again. Persian forces were caught off guard. The momentum changed. And then came the final blow. Internal chaos exploded inside Persia. Rebellion, betrayal. Khosrow was overthrown and killed. Persia collapsed from within. After 600 years, the war finally ended. Rome survived, Persia survived, but neither was strong anymore. Both were economically drained, militarily exhausted, the politically unstable. This was not victory. This was survival. Here's the truth. This endless war destroyed both empires. And when the next enemy came, they could not fight back. From the deserts of Arabia, a new power emerged. Fast, united, fearless, and within a few years, they defeated Persia completely and took massive parts of Rome. After fighting each other for centuries, Rome and Persia fell, almost effortlessly. So in the end, who was Rome's greatest enemy? Persia. But also itself, because sometimes the greatest wars don't create winners. They only create a weakness. But what if I told you the rise of this new power was even more shocking than the fall of Rome?